Greetings to all my dear friends. I continue broadcasting in the videos. Now I want to share with you one of my thoughts I have been thinking about for a long time. As I feel like a vessel in which water is running over the top, I want to share. Living out our life, we think that all the challenges and problems that were given to us during lifetime period unfairly came to us. Our first reaction is taking offense on those people whom we consider guilty for our situation. We regard these people as enemies for them not being able to help us, give us a great piece of advice. But actually, all of it is easier than seems to be. The challenges given to us by life are fair and profound. After realizing that we understand everything is as justified as possible. At the beginning of our life, we're taught by teachers that appear in our life. In such way, we evolve, become more efficient and interesting as personalities, etc. When the human accepts and comprehends it, does everything on the previously made imaginations of life, the good teachers appear on their way. Those who teach, help, support, give us useful hints, and due to whom we develop, become clearer, stronger, more beautiful, and dignified. Although there are the cases in our life when we don't follow advice of inner ourselves, of our friends, and do things in a different way. In this etap of life, the other type of our teachers appears. Those who teach us in different methods. We regard them as bad, negative people, etc. Actually, it's such a type of studying. These teachers act this way because we didn't get the information through positive coaches' influence. In case we improve and make appropriate conclusions, nice teachers return to us. Those who are kind, beautiful, and lovely, our life is getting better. In case we don't follow even to those second type of teachers' advice, then people from another world appear in our life, invisible ones, come to us, they cause diseases, worsen condition of our health and wealth. Our relationships, communications with people are getting aggravated. So our state of health is getting worse. I judge it by myself. At the times of my youth, when I was rich and my business was prosperous, I reached such wealth that the majority of people could only dream of. It was in the 90s and 2000s. I could purchase those things that almost no one could afford. My self-esteem raised to the sky. I thought of myself as Tsar, God, and police, and have sacrificed too much for that. Firstly, my close friends and acquaintances, their relationship with me. Then, the same thing was with my wife and kids. My state of health became worse in such way, so I was left out with no job, money, and sometimes even thought of going to another world. But thanks to one person I have met on my life path, everything has changed. He told me, Oleg, if you're a true person who wants to live, you won't lose anything taking the last chance. You will be able to kill yourself if you want to, any moment. Take this chance. if you're a true warrior. I listened to him and took it. Said to myself that I can have a good life, and I am dignified of it. I can be an example to my family, to my surroundings, and myself. The mechanism of change turned on in me. I started attending his course, from which I got to know a lot of useful information. Due to him, I have acquainted with Ivan and Mikhail. Not having money, I passed their free studies, wanted to pass the full courses that should be paid for, but I hadn't had an opportunity to pay for both webinars. I found money to pay for Mikhail's course because I've had a great desire, but didn't get enough to get it for Ivan's. When I explained the situation to him, he answered, and it was a miracle. He answered, Oleg, don't worry. I have opened all the studies for you. Go forward. When I read it, I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't realize how all of it happened to me. Now, I physically cannot cope with both courses. I hope that Mikhail's courses will help me to improve my state of health, mood, and my life on the whole. Then I want to thank Mikhail, Ivan, for being so generous. Arsen, due to whom I live. When the person doesn't make any conclusions from illnesses and keeps on acting like always, then the last lesson which comes into his life is the woman in black. She enters to your door abruptly and with the saying that all the changes, all the chances are wasted. Let's come again. Go to the bottom to get cleaned, then to the heaven, and back in life, into reincarnation. Only after that, your soul will be reincarnated. In case you have kids, it would be easier to reincarnate, though many people don't have kids, and they would have to wait for a long time to get this place. And all the conditions will be not that great as in the previous life. And to become a great person, you will have to work harder in another life. So good luck, good health, and all the best for you and your relatives. Thank you for attentiveness. I would be really grateful to have a feedback from you about my simple video. All the best. Goodbye.